This week on WENN, we check in on those same old New Year's resolutions and learn about career opportunities in welding and graphic design. But first, we roll up an adventure with the D&D Club.
My family got me into D&D when I was 14 years old, and whenever they thought I was old enough, they started having me over to play too.
What really got me into D&D, it was 2 years ago, sophomore year. I was in my history class, and these two other students walked in and started talking with my teacher, and they were talking about D&D. And that really piqued my interest because I knew that my dad had played back when he was in high school with first edition. So I asked them about it. They said they were starting the club. And I asked if I could join. They said, yes, of course, we need more members. And that's originally what started me off. And I've been going strong with it for the last 2 years, and honestly, it's really been amazing.
D&D is a role-playing story game where you're able to be in this fantasy world and kind of live like kind of a different life, living throughout a story with your friends and advancing through levels and fighting the bad guys. Or you could be the bad guys if you really wanted to be.
D&D, I think it's one of the first of its kind, actually, from back in the 80s. It's different because the Dungeon Master makes up the story. Everything about it is made by him, unless you're running a pre-built campaign made by the D&D company. But everything is also completely random. Every attack, every investigation, trying to sneak around, all of that has to be done through a dice roll, meaning that it's a complete random chance whether you either win or lose horribly. Okay, as a DM, this has been my technically second year as a DM. I tried running the campaign last year, but music got in the way. But I've done about, probably the most dramatic was when I was a player and I was in a shootout, and this one character kept downing me 3 separate times back to back where I was 1 point away from complete and total death. And then one of our other players came in, being thrown across the field, just straight into him like a cannonball, and saved my life.
I feel like D&D would be easy to learn as long as you have the patience for it and you want to put in the effort to learn it. I would say it's definitely beginner friendly because we have all of the beginner sets, like the starter sets, to help people get in, and everybody who plays D&D is really willing to teach and help you.
Well, not only is it a great opportunity to meet more people, but also it really is just fun. You get to act out and be a part of a wonderful fantasy world or sci-fi or whatever, and that's another great thing about it. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's whatever the Dungeon Master says the world is going to be, and you can make whoever you want as a part of that world. It can be high-tech sci-fi or grim-dark fantasy where you can play as a skeleton with a gigantic axe and some other character wielding 2 chainsaw swords. It's all up to you and your imagination. And it's also pretty fun because no matter what you do, it's always what the dice says.
The D&D Club meets every Wednesday in Ms. Zachary's room, which is room 2216.
My New Year's resolutions last year were to get a job and to be really focused on school this year.
My goals last year, it was to get money and lock it in school.
Okay, my New Year's resolution last year was to get my license, which I did not fulfill, unfortunately.
My New Year's resolutions last year were to be more social and be nicer, which I accomplished, obviously.
I was able to accomplish those goals.
No, sadly, I wasn't able to accomplish them, but we will.
But this year is to get my license, which I'm about to do, hopefully, so you're gonna see about that.
And now this year, I'm trying to get more money, assert my dominance, and show that everyone that I'm a boss. That's my resolution.
My New Year's resolution this year are to just have way more money and to have a good rest of school year.
My goals this year is to get 15K by the end of summer, or 20K, and to pass all my classes because I'm doing horrible right now.
Tell you about welding. I think welding is a very good occupation for somebody to have. It's a lot of hours, but a lot of money. Benefits out of welding would range from being able to travel. You're going to be overseas, you're traveling a lot, you get to see a lot of the countryside and make a lot of money. Actually, the position came open and I thought, why not give it a shot? And I've really enjoyed it, been doing it for about 13 years now and do not regret any of it. Favorite memory of teaching welding is being able to talk to students like you, Edgar. My favorite tool would be SMAW, the stick. More challenging, you gotta focus, take your time, and there's a better demand for that type of welding in the field. Probably actually understanding the process of the welding, how the rod actually hits the metal, eats up the metal, and then freezes. I think welding's easy to get into, but it's hard to stay in. If you're welding bridges, sky risers, there's a risk of height. You go underground, there's that risk. You're doing welding inside of a container, which could blow up at any time. There's a lot of risk to it. I believe it gets the students to focus on a career after high school, which I'm sure a lot of the other CTE programs do. But with welding, it's such a more of a demand. Oh, you know as well as me, and when we talk more about welding than just welding, it's how you're going to approach your career, how you're going to be successful at that career, and then just have a good time at it.
Really what graphic design is using visual things to persuade, to motivate, to impress, to improve, and it's the way we solve problems. It's difficult. It's very difficult software to learn. If you walk in and I'm talking about all these tools and panels and things like that, and you're like, I don't know any of this stuff. We throw in some vocabulary that a lot of the kids know, but when you come down to the software and come down to solving problems by yourself, that's what makes it challenging. So for a lot of kids, it's not the creativity, it's just, I don't know how to use the software. I'm not sure how to get started. That blank page is a tough thing. You know, career-wise, there's a lot of options. You can be an illustrator. You can jump in and do that and go into animation. We can learn about user experience, how an app works, how the look of the app works to the client or the customer. We design an album cover. We design a yearbook cover. We design a magazine from scratch. We learn the vocabulary. We see the software. We put it all together to make that final product. Everything we learn in this class makes you a better student. We learn how to organize information. If I'm talking about making a lab report, how do I make that look good? How do I make a graph look good? How do I make a chart look good? We kind of break the class up into two sections. So in the fall semester, we talk about illustration. We use Adobe Illustrator. That's a vector-based drawing program. In the spring semester, we start talking about Adobe Photoshop, and that's a raster-based project. The example I give in class is, I want you to bake that cake, but I'm not going to give you the recipe. You look at that cake and you think in yourself, wow, how many layers do I need? How many colors do I need? How many fonts do I need? Whatever you're going to do. And then after about week 3 or 4, there's a lot of creativity. And they learn like what is good communication by looking and observing. They go online and say, what kind of yearbook I want to spend $100 on? And so they get the chance to build something they want for themselves.
This is my turkey.
Lots of color. I want to have lots of sparkle. I want to have lots of Oak Ridge stuff. Why I would take this class? You learn so much. I think it's getting to use the software. The class doesn't have a lot of homework. You get a copy of the software to use at home as well. So if you're thinking about opening up your own business, thinking about making your own choice, working with aunt or uncle, trying to grow something, this is something else. You can take those business classes, but how do you make it work visually? That's one of the big things. It gives you opportunities to get involved in everything else. I've had former students go on and work in audio video. They illustrate, they design, they make calendars, they inform. It's awesome. Kids that go into animation and they go on and they do so much with it. So I think it's a great entry level into our cluster. No matter what you learn here, it's going to help you out in all your other classes because we learn how to communicate with people. We learn how to give feedback. That's a tough one for my students. Listening, being patient, working in groups. That's not every student. And we have to do that in here because that's what the real world looks like. That's what college is going to look like.